All systems go. Cleared for takeoff.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Talking some baseball with my guy Hamwich over here. First time doing a show with Hamwich. Excited for it. And, man, we got a lot of baseball to talk about. 14 games today. A lot of pitching, a lot of good hitting. It's going to be a long one. We appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us, though. A little special show. Hamwich coming off a big win last Friday. 20K is giving back to the people. Hamwich, how's your Tuesday going? And tell the people a little bit about your giveaway and how they can have a chance to win.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Tuesday's going great. Weather's nice. 14 games, so a lot to dig into, a lot to talk about. Looking forward to that. Hopefully find some winners for the people. Yeah, talk about my big win last Friday night. Want to get back to the SHIPIT Nation community, the founding family. So we're running a giveaway today, a $232 queue for Friday night, only to founding family members. You should have access to it in the Discord. Three rules to be a part of this. Family members, which all of you are. You must follow at Hamwich8 DFS on Twitter, and you must retweet the tweet that I tweeted out about an hour ago. And hey, you got to beat 199 other folks. Title will be in there. Myself, Nades, ToeTagginTambo will all be in there. So the first 200 folks that get in there, chance to win a Q ticket, which I love doing. And that'll be Friday night when the queue takes place. So everybody, good luck.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to see that, Hamwich. We appreciate it. And like Hamwich said, you do have to be a founding family member. That is going away on Thursday. We extended it back Thursday, $59 or $599 annually. Get a founding family member. What else does that also get you? Let me pull up the graphic right here. We'll be doing giveaways throughout the year. Come NFL season, there'll be a lot of them. Merchandise is coming out. Get a discount on that. Founding family members, again, that you will not be able to get that tag in the Discord, that green tag in there. That'll be gone on Thursday. So if you have not joined, I do not know what you're doing. Get in there, shipitnation.com. You definitely won't regret it. Get Hamwich's scores on FanDuel. G. Risen, he dropped his MLB quick hit video earlier. I know it said 12 seconds on the video. It was actually a 12-minute video. YouTube had it wrong, but G. Risen's been doing a great job. Appreciate all of you hanging out with us. Who do we got in chat today? G. Risen in here himself. Jordan's in here. Mike Carr. Pair by. A lot of familiar faces. Brian's in here. No Stop. Kid Lyman. Already said Jordan. Greg's in here. Jake's in here talking Taco Tuesday. Trevor Bryan. Richie Smalls. Julio. Jay Steele. A lot of people in chat. Squatch in here. Eric. Again, appreciate all of you hanging out with us. Like button. Big red subscribe button. Always helps us out a ton. We got a lot to talk about, though. Man, 14-game slates. I say we dive right into it. We'll start with the weather. Outside of the Chicago game, that game looks pretty gross. Not really as much interest in that game for me, though. But outside of that game, I think weather should be pretty good. I'm no weatherman, though. Better people across the industry to look at that. But that's the first thing to talk about. We'll go pitching, though. We'll start 8K and above. Man, a ton of options up here, Hamwich. I know you do a lot of FanDuel. DK2 pitching goes hand in hand. Same with stacks. You like a pitcher, you like a stack, you like them on both sites. But we'll talk DK pricing, 8K and above. I think Scherzer, Pablo Lopez will be the popular pairing, but there's a lot of other options. You don't need to play those two by any means. Corbin Burns, George Kirby, Hunter Brown in a good matchup. Zach Wheeler's up here. A lot of good options, 8K and above, which break down pitching, what you like tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, there's a lot of good pitching. For a variety of reasons. Max Scherzer, who's going to garner roughly 40% ownership on FanDuel anyway. Great matchup against a watered-down Yankees team with no Aaron Judge. They strike out at a high clip. But my number one pitcher in that range is going to be Corbin Burns. Gets the Minnesota Twins, striking out over 28% of the time at home versus a right-handed pitcher. I think a lot of people got burned on Sunday with Gausman, how they kind of hit him around. So I don't think a lot of people will go to Burns. They prefer Scherzer. But Burns is going to be number one for me up there. Also like George Kirby. You know, we've been picking on the Marlins the last couple days. I mean, they strike out a ton, and Kirby's a strikeout pitcher, so have interest in Kirby as well. Pablo Lopez would be my last one up there in that range. I'm going to really focus on. He's coming in number 2 as it relates to chalk, but once again, great matchup that he has as well at home.
Yeah, great breakdown. I like that. So I don't like yesterday we talked about the pairings. I said I wouldn't group together who was the most Luzardo and Paxton, and it did work out. Those were the 2 most chalky guys for sure. Luzardo did not get there. Paxton threw a great game. I think making that same rule with Scherzer and Pablo Lopez today makes a lot of sense. A lot of other guys close enough up there above 8K. I mean, you like Corbin Burns. I like that call for sure. There's George Kirby. There's enough other options that I don't think playing the popular pitcher pairing together is the right way to go on this slate. Hunter Brown is interesting, I think, too. We have enough cheap bats, 14-game slate. 10-5 is a little expensive, but, man, he seems to have the safest floor on the slate. Not the most upside, but, hey, I would take 20 and move on for pitching today. We'll keep it going, though, below 8K. A lot of options down here as well. Musgrove stands out a little bit. I think he gets a little ownership. There's Lance Lynn down here. I don't know. Pitching above 8K, I think is the way to go mainly, but can you make any cases down below 8K, Hamwich?
Yeah, the only one that I'm interested in down there is going to be Cutter Crawford, 5,900 on DK. He's striking out left-handed batters at 40% over the last 30 days. Colorado, they don't hit very well outside of Coors Field as it is. They're rolling out 6 lefties today, I believe, and so I'll take my chances with Cutter Crawford at 5,900 to pair him up with one of those top guys.
I like it. People in chat talking. They're saying they still don't trust Corbin Burns. I don't know. Corbin Burns, he's not going to be the most chalky pitcher by any means, though. He's going to get some ownership, but taking the discount, I'm not scared about this Twins team either. I like it. Let's go over. I'm going to look at our pitcher rankings quick, see if anything stands out compared to the industry. Any very low-owned gems. What has Boomer got up today? Yeah, no, nothing too crazy. Still loading here, but I don't know. Talk about your top 3. Actually, there is a guy. Let's talk about Jaime down here. Jaime Barria, number 1 ranked in the model. Talk about him. Any thoughts on him? Because he's going to be low on both sides.
Yeah.
Which other than that, I don't see too much. Zach Davies, he'll be low on. He's 4 up there. What are your thoughts on Jaime and Zach Davies?
Yeah, I mean, Barria, he scares me going into to play Texas. Texas does really well versus right-handed pitching at home. But hey, you got to trust Boomer, right? Those pitcher rankings that Boomer's done have been lights out over the last couple of days. So no real interest in the Rangers bats, but no real interest in Barria as well. I might go check him out because, like I said, the Rangers over this season have been knocking the cover off the ball at home versus right-handed pitching. No Zach Davies for me. The Phillies scored, I think, 8 or 9 runs last night. That's a good part to hit in for them, and so no Zach Davies for me.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting to Zach Davies either. Barria, probably not either. I probably won't get to myself. But, man, when you're talking 2% owned, 3% owned pitchers, Boomer, like you said, his model, it's definitely been on point. Taking the chance, it's very easy to get overweight on pitchers that are low owned. So, yeah. So let's wrap up pitching, Boomer. Top 4 pitchers, how would you rank them?
I'm going to go Corbin Burns would be number 1 for me. Number 2, Pablo Lopez. I didn't mention him earlier, but Cabrera for the Marlins. I do like him as well, facing the Mariners. And then lastly, George Kirby would be number 4 for me. And if I had to throw number 5 in there, it'd be Cutter Crawford.
I like it. We'll move on. Talk game by game. Nice and easy. Hamwich just made it. A lot of pitchers, a lot of viable other pitchers. Hamwich didn't rank, but hey, you can't play everyone on this slate. Most people only play 5, 10 lineups. I imagine not too many 150s. If you 150 out there in MLB and do it profitable, props to you. It's a tough game with those payout structures, very high. Hoop, very good at it though. Gator Nation, what's going on, man? Hope everything is going well. We do appreciate that like button, big red subscribe button. Helps us out a ton. We'll go game by game though. 14 games on the slate. Start with the first one. Toronto Blue Jays, Baltimore Orioles, Chris Bassett, Dean Kramer on the mound. Don't think either team gets too much ownership in this one. Gunnar Henderson might carry some ownership, but outside of him, don't see much. What are you doing in this one, Hamwich?
Yeah, on the Jays side, there are 2 that stood out to me. Vladimir Guerrero versus Dean Kramer, and Matt Chapman as well would be the only 2 Blue Jays that I have interest in. And the on the other side, you mentioned it, Henderson batting leadoff again sticks out. Then Adley Rutschman really sticks out in the 2-hole, profiles really well tonight. So I have a lot of interest in Adley. And then Ryan O'Hearn would be the last piece if I wanted to do a mini stack on DK. Those 3 would be the only 3 Orioles that I have a lot of interest in.
I like it. Yeah, little mini stack with the Orioles. They will be low owned. Eric Johnson, I have 150 the nickel. Hey, if you 150 the nickel and you're profitable in that, that's still props to you. Anyone like the Reds? We'll get to that Reds game. Sandwich, this guy's name. No, it's Hamwich, not Sandwich. No, not Sandwich. I like that, though, Eric. We'll keep it rolling. Next game on the slate, Colorado Rockies, Boston Red Sox, Chase Anderson, Cutter Crawford on the mound. You like Cutter Crawford, so I don't think you'll like any Rockies. Chase Anderson, he's not very good, though. Boston, they let down yesterday, especially at their ownership. Will be lower owned today. Definitely, they'll get some ownership, but they will be lower owned than yesterday. 14 games, 28 teams on the slate. What are you doing with Boston?
Yeah, definitely no Rockies, like you said. And then Boston, yeah, they burned a lot of people yesterday. Chase Anderson's no good. Hasn't really getting blown up this year. So minimal interest in the usual suspects that you would see on the Red Sox. Rafael Devers, Yoshida, if he's in the lineup, Justin Turner. But I'll probably stay away from stacking them unless I do MME. They will not be on my main team this evening.
I like it. Birdsey, what's going on? Just flipped over to SHIPIT Nation. Love to see that. We do appreciate it. Again, Thursday is when that price goes up, $59, $599, and the founding family members goes away. So make sure now's the time to join. And when you do get in the Discord, man, it's a great community over here. A lot of great, we got a great feedback we have had, and we do appreciate it. I really love what we got going on here at SHIPIT Nation. Keeping it rolling. Next game on the slate, New York Yankees, New York Mets, the Battle of New York. Who's winning out in this one, Luis Severino or Max Scherzer? Any bats in this one for you?
Yeah, and I do like Max Scherzer. I know you said top 5, and I failed to mention them. I saw G. Rising in the chat. So G. Rising, you're right. Max Scherzer would be in that top 5. So no Yankees bats for me. But I do like the Mets. I have a lot of interest in the Mets facing Severino, giving up 6 home runs in his last 2 starts. The fastball, the 4-seam fastball that he throws, 5 home runs in the last 2 games. So I have a lot of interest in the power, right-handed power on the Mets side. Starling Marte, Tommy Pham batting the 7th hole, who's not going to have any ownership. Francisco Alvarez batting in the 2-hole, I really like. Then to fill out the stack, Brandon Nimmo, Francisco Lindor, 5 stacking up the Mets on DK, and 4 stacking them up on FanDuel.
Love it. Mets are going to be very low owned too. I absolutely love it. That's why Hamwich here bringing the goods for you. 75 degrees in New York as well. I like it. Mets creeping up there is one of my favorites, and I didn't expect coming in to be on them. Cheap bats throughout too. Highest guy, 4.7K. You can double spend up at pitching. Play the Mets 5-man and still have a little salary left. Let's keep it rolling. Next game on the slate, Milwaukee Brewers, Minnesota Twins, Corbin Burns, Pablo Lopez on the mound. 7.5 total. It is warm in Minnesota, 85 degrees, but 2 good pitchers that are going to carry some ownership. Anything in this one?
Yeah, nothing for me. Corbin Burns is my favorite pitcher on the slate. Pablo Lopez is in the top 5. No bats for me, no one-offs either.
I like it. Squatch in chat. Appreciate those words, man. JC in chat as well. Chunky Blue. Appreciate all of you hanging out. Izzy in here. Izzy dropped a lot of good NASCAR knowledge in the general discussion portion of Discord over the weekend. DFS production, been doing esports. If you're in there in tennis, forget the exact name off the top of my head, but people dropping tennis stuff too. We do have the only content we provide. We have Discord channels for, but general discussion, a lot of good, sharp members talking different sports. So shout out to you, Izzy. Saw you in there. We'll keep it rolling, though. Again, we do appreciate if you hit that like, hit that big red subscribe button for us. Helps us out a ton on this channel almost 7 days a week. San Francisco Giants, St. Louis Cardinals, Alex Cobb, Jack Flaherty on the mound. 80 degrees, 8.5 total. What are you doing in this one, Hamwich?
Yeah, the only thing I would do is do a one-off for the Cardinals on the Cardinals side with Gorman. I like Gorman a little bit. He profiles well versus Cobb, who hasn't had the best outings, the last couple outings. So Cobb, no Cobb for me. Only bats would be Gorman and Donovan at the top of the lineup for the Cardinals.
I like it, Hamlet. Right to the point, giving you all the stuff you need on this 14-game slate. We'll keep it rolling. Pittsburgh Pirates, Chicago Cubs, Luis Ortiz, Jameson Taillon on the mound. This is the weather concern game. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty gross. Not good hitting weather. I don't know. It's more of a pass for me. What do you see in this one?
Yep, I'm with you on that. Pass with the unknown of the weather. If we could get confirmation that it's going to play, we might have some interest in it in the bats, but it's been raining all day there from what I've seen. It's supposed to rain through the night, so pass for me due to the weather.
I like it. We have had some more people join since the beginning of the show, Hamwich, and you did come off a big win on Friday, $20K on FanDuel. You are doing a giveaway for the people, and there's some criteria they have to meet, though. If people got in this late, let them know how they can enter the giveaway and have a chance to win.
Yeah, so we're doing a giveaway tonight for founding family members of SHIPIT Nation. The first 200 in have a free roll tonight, one winner. Whoever wins the free roll will have a ticket to the $232 queue on the DK for Friday night, 6/16. So make sure you get in there. 3 rules. You have to be a founding family member, which you are if you're a member of SHIPIT Nation today. You have to follow at Hamwich8DFS, and you have to retweet the tweet that I tweeted out about an hour ago to be eligible. It's limited to the first 200 folks in there, so make sure you're in there. If we're looking at there's 33 people in there right now, so you got some time to get your name in there, and we'll give away a free ticket, $232 value. Just another one of the reasons to sign up today for SHIPIT Nation.
Absolutely. What do you got in chat? Yeah, Richie Smalls, love being founding family. Absolutely. Again, that is going away in 2 days. Pickett was the guy with the tennis breakdowns. Yes, Izzy. Thank you for that. And again, thank you, Hamich. Awesome stuff, giving back to the people. Merch is going to be coming out. You get discounted merch. I hope we can get Tambo's hat. He sold me to 101. I'm not sure he's giving that to the market. I hope I can get that, though, because that was a swaggy hat. But merch will be coming out. It'll be a good look, no doubt. We didn't even talk any basketball, though. But, yeah, Yoke gets the job done. Another good guy wins the title. Was happy to see that for Jokic. We'll keep it rolling, though. Still a good amount of games on this slate. Hamwich absolutely flying through these games, though, telling you how he sees it. Next game on the slate, Los Angeles Angels, Texas Rangers, Jaime Barria, Cody Bradford on the mound. 10 total in this one. Again, Jaime was up there in our pitcher rankings. What are you doing in this one for bets?
Yeah, the Rangers at home versus right-handed pitching scares me. So I'm off Barria right now. This kid that they brought up for Texas, he's almost making a spot start because John Gray got pushed back a day. The usual suspects again, Ohtani, who's been absolutely on fire, that G. Rising alluded to yesterday, hit 2 more bombs last night. Mike Trout facing a lefty is always good. Those would be the 2 that I would focus on, but not really high up on my stack list are the Angels.
I like it. If you guys have any questions, we have time to answer. We'll get through some of your questions, whether it is pitching, whether it is about one of these games that we've already got to. Any questions in chat, drop them in. We got some time. And yeah, Jake's talking. Jokic didn't even want to go to the parade. Man, that was really funny. He was really needing to get back for a Sunday horse race and didn't even care about that. So yeah, Jokic, what a good dude. Again, a good dude wins it. Always cool to see. We'll keep it rolling, though. Corey Pooler in chat. It's good to see you there. Next game on the slate, Washington Nationals, Houston Astros, Patrick Corbin, Hunter Brown on the mound, 8.5 total. Astros, they're going to get some ownership. One of the higher owned teams on the slate, picking on Corbin. Something I usually like to do. What are you doing with these Astros? What about these Nats? Yeah,
no Nats for me. Brown is the highest or the most salary on DK, so no interest in him. Just the Nats are too pesky. They don't strike out a whole ton, so no interest for me there. And yeah, I mean, it's Corbin Burns Day. We get this gift every 5 days. You can stack right hand and left hand. It doesn't really matter. So definitely be having some Astros facing Corbin and liking my chances there.
Yep, like it. Keep it rolling. Next game on the slate. Couple games left to break down. It's warm in Kansas City today. Cincinnati Reds, Kansas City Royals, Brandon Williamson, Jordan Lyles on the mound. 2 pitchers I don't think are very good. Good hitting weather, cheap offenses. And there's some expensive bets. Salvi, Bobby Witt, expensive. Other than that, though, all below 5K. I think it's an interesting game stack here. Sign me up here in Kansas City. What do you like for this game?
Yeah, you're right. Jordan Lyles hasn't been good for a long time, and we get a Reds team that has been swinging the bat a little bit better. One of my favorite players to watch, Ellie De La Cruz, has been absolutely knocking the cover off the ball except for last night. So I like him in his matchup versus Lyles tonight. He'll be on my teams. He was in my core last night. Struggled last night, but I think he comes back, like you said. Great hitting weather, great park that we're hitting in. So I do like the Reds. Not as high on the Royals tonight as I was last night. And so I'll have some of them in MME, but not going to be on my main team today.
I like it. Detroit Tigers, good to see you, man. Good to be here. Jokic, the true MVP. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody on this planet that thinks otherwise now. IQ Link, Denver country. Love it, love it, love it. Mike Carr needs a hoodie. I need a hoodie too. I got nothing, Mike Carr. I need a hoodie as well. 4 games left, 5 games left on this slate. Again, do appreciate it if you hit that like button for us. Miami Marlins, Seattle Mariners, Edward Cabrera, George Kirby on the mound. 7 total, very, very low ownership in this game. Any interest for you, Hamwich?
Yeah, no bats for me here. These pitchers, great strikeout matchup for both of them. Miami's tough to hit. If we can get past Soler and Ariz batting 1-2, I think we will be good with Kirby. And then I think a lot of people won't be going to Seattle tonight just after what they did to Luzardo last night. But really like Cabrera's matchup, striking out roughly 30% of the batters he's faced over the last 30 days. Get a good pitcher park in Seattle. So I like Cabrera a whole lot tonight, and he will be in my core over on FanDuel.
Love it. Hamwich giving out a little free piece of his core to the people. Love to see that. And again, no better time to join. The price is going up on Thursday, $59 or $599. You need projections in this industry to compete. We have those. We have proprietary tools, pitcher rankings, stack rankings, hitter rankings. We have cores like Hamwich on FanDuel. Have a great community in Discord, all for one low price. And again, we do have a partner optimizer as well, the solver, all of that. If you want to add that on, comes out to $119. Cannot beat that deal. But again, that price is going up on Thursday. Keeping it rolling, Hamwich. Couple games left on this slate. Philadelphia Phillies, Arizona Diamondbacks, Zach Wheeler, Zach Davies on the mound. 2 great, great names for pitchers. No doubt about that. Davies does spell his name a little better. Are we talking bats in this game, though, Hamwich?
Yeah, like I said earlier, no interest in Davies, but I do have some interest in the Phillies bats, specifically speaking, the left-handed bats. Davies has been striking out 20% of left-handed batters over the last 30 days. And these lefty bats, they have a lot of pop in them. And in the pitches that Davies throws, they're not striking out. So that translates into me liking the Phillies, specifically speaking, Schwarber, Harper, and Stott, if he makes the lineup tonight, would be a good lefty combo there. On the other side, I have a little bit of respect for Zach Wheeler, so I'm not going to have any Diamondbacks in my lineup tonight.
I like, yeah, no D-backs here either. I think Phillies are a little interesting. Cesar Martinez in chat. What's up, man? Hope everything is going well with you. Keep it rolling, though. 3 games left on the slates. Yeah, this is some interesting spots, I guess. Not this game for me, though. Cleveland Guardians, San Diego Padres, Tanner Bibby, Joe Musgrove on the mound. 60 degrees in San Diego, 7.5 total. If it beats me, it beats me. Tell me if you got something different, though.
No, you're right. I mean, with 28 teams to choose from and roughly 27 pitchers, I think we can find some better ones. You had mentioned Musgrove. I think he's good if you wanted to, as an SP2, if you wanted to get him on DK. The Indians or Guardians, don't really strike out a whole lot. So that's going to limit my interest in Musgrove. I'd rather just go down to Cutter Crawford if I'm going to play an SP2 that low, but no interest. Bad weather, bad hitters park. So complete pass for me on this one.
Yeah, if it beats me, it beats me. Same pros for you. I like it. Brian Lynch, what's going on, man? Keeping it rolling, though. 2 games left on the slate. I'm looking at SHIPIT Nation right now, though. Hoop already has his core up. Hoop has the DK slate plan. G. Risen's got his FanDuel slate plan. I got cash cores up there. Got to add in 2 notes there, though. Hamich will have a FanDuel core already starting to go up. Nades on DK as well, though. All of that is going up. Projections by Boomer, rankings, pitcher rankings, stack rankings, everything going up on the site at SHIPIT Nation. Again, no better time to join than now and get in the Discord as well. You will not regret it. Keeping it going, Hamwich. 2 games left on this slate. Yeah, 2 games left. Oakland Athletics, Tampa Bay Rays, Jalen Beeks, Hogan Harris. Mainly a bullpen game for both sides. I like picking on Oakland usually. Tampa, pretty healthy team total. The lineup did come out late yesterday. I think that kept their ownership a little lower than usual. Maybe we get a late lineup today. Ownership, people don't want to wait on. I have some interest in Tampa. Again, I like picking on Oakland. What are you doing in this game?
Yeah, similar. Rays, healthy implied total, like you mentioned. They have some good bats tonight. So depending on what that lineup is, may get them. They struggled last night to get a lot of runs. They were the chalk last night, or one of the higher owned stacks last night. So definitely we'll look back at them. Actually, one of my contrarian takes of the day is I do kind of like the Oakland Athletics. Jalen Beeks is going to be the opener. He's been struggling as of late. He'll pitch an inning or 2, and then Yoni Chirinos will come in for long relief. But a lot of the bats that I looked at on the ace side profile well versus Chirinos. One of those being Ramon Laureano, who is projected to bat in the 3-hole. Really like Ramon tonight. Stolen base upside, power upside, and will virtually be unowned tonight. You compare him with Ruiz batting leadoff, who I think he leads the MLB in stolen bases at 35 or somewhere around there. So a lot of upside, and I will have a couple of the A's in my lineup tonight because I like them.
Yeah, they're going to be really low owned. I like that call for sure. Did just get that Angels lineup. There is no Mike Trout in it. Good point there. Mike Carr. Yeah, Wander Franco wasn't in the lineup yesterday. Hurt Tampa. It's always very important to monitor these lineups coming out. It's not NBA DFS where you got to be sitting around your computer till 9 p.m. and all that, waiting 30 minutes before the late games. But some of these lineups, like Tampa, I don't know, right at lock, 5 minutes after lock, something like that yesterday. So definitely important to make sure all those lineups are in. And Boomer does update all of those lineups, all those projections until they all are final. So that is all on the site at SHIPIT Nation. They're loaded into Solver as well. Like that call with the A's, though, man. They're going to be really low owned. Never can hate on a low owned stack in MLB. Last game of the slate, Chicago White Sox, Los Angeles Dodgers, Lance Lynn, Tony Gonsolin on the mound. I don't know, picking on Lance Lynn in 2023 has seemed pretty good to me. I think the Dodgers are interesting at ownership that I think will be pretty low on this 14-game slate, at least lower than I think it should be. Dodgers are interesting to me. What do you got in this game?
Yeah, absolutely. Just going back with no Trout in the Angels lineup, I'd be completely off the Angels. You really only have to pitch around Shohei Ohtani, which I think he can do and the bullpen can do for the Rangers. So I'm all the way off the Angels with that news. Dodgers, my number 1 stack tonight. Lance Lynn striking out under 10% of left-handed batters. That is right, under 10% of left-handed batters over the last 30 days. So all the lefty power, give it to me. Jason Hayward, David Peralta, Max Muncy, Freddie Freeman should be batting 2, 4, 6, and 8 tonight. Really love the Dodgers. On the other side, I don't have any love for Gonsolin. I'm not a believer in Gonsolin as it is. The 2 bats that I would go to on the White Sox side, Eloy Jimenez and Jake Berger really profile well versus Gonsolin and his pitches. So, if you're into betting, I would take the over in this game, and I would also, take those 6 batters that I just mentioned. Really good offense tonight there in LA.
Man, love that breakdown. Even a little betting advice right there too. 14 games. We gave you the pitchers. We gave you the stacks. Didn't need to waste your time. Awesome work there, Hamich. Stacks, though. Give me your top. Let's go top 4. 3 of them. 1 has to be low owned, under 5%. What you got on top stacks today?
Yeah, top number 1 stack overall is going to be the LA Dodgers. Obviously, just alluded to that right there. Cincinnati Reds would be number 2. That's kind of a contrarian stack right there. I think they'll be lower owned than they should be as well. Number 3, going to go out to the desert and take the Philadelphia Phillies. It's my number 3 stack. And my low owned stack, I'm going to go out on a limb title. Oakland Athletics. Going to be my
it.
low-owned stack of the night.
I like it. Mine is the Dodgers and then the Astros. Picking on Lance Lynn, picking on Patrick Corbin. Two things I like to do. Going to give you a low-owned pitcher and then a low-owned dong of the day. I'll go to you. Give me your low-owned pitcher of the day. Who do you got?
Low-owned pitcher, I'm going to say Cabrera for the Marlins is my low-owned pitcher.
I like it. I'm going to go Hunter Brown. Give me everything Astros today. I think they get the win. He is expensive. There's enough cheap bats on the slate, though. Again, he's not going to be low owned, but he definitely isn't going to be top 3 highest owned pitcher. Beat Boz, good to see you in here, man. So get us to 100 likes, Mike Carr said. We do appreciate if you get us to 100 likes. Going to the dong of the day, then we will get on out of here. What you got, Hamwich? Who's your dong?
Dong of the day, I'm going to go back to the first game I believe we talked about. That's going to come from the Baltimore Orioles, batting in the number 2 hole, Adley Rutschman. I think that's how you say his last name. Close enough, but the catcher for the Orioles.
I like it. I'm going to go to the last game, targeting Lance Lynn. You're talking lefties, right in the heart of the order, Max Muncy. I think Max Muncy hits his 13th tonight as the dong of the day. Man, we appreciate all of you hanging out with us. 14-game slate. It's a fun one. We crossed off a lot of pitchers, though. Crossed off a lot of games. That's what you got to do. Get in the Discord over here. A lot of knowledgeable members talking baseball at all times of the day. Stack rankings, hitter rankings, pitcher rankings, game theory talk. Awesome stuff going on over here. Again, this does end on Thursday. Last call, $59, $599 annually. You can also add in Solver as our partner optimizer, projections, content, tools, everything you need, we have over here. Pump for NFL season coming up, of course. Best ball we'll be talking to. MMA, golf, huge golf week this week. Everything you need, we got you covered. Hamwich, awesome stuff today. Look, if you want his FanDuel core, it will be up on the site. Appreciate all of you hanging out with us. Thumbs up on the way out. We always do appreciate it. Let's see some SHIPIT Nation logos up top for the night. For Hamwich, I'm Titletown. Good luck, everybody.